And welcome back to our MSQ playthrough. We're going to talk to Iliud. Let me make sure music's on. Yeah, cool. He who waited behind. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination, and we already have an ad. I'm sorry, guys. Beg your pardon, Amesk. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity. Much like the Great Guba Wall of Ul'dah, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania toward Kurthus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgard Float, the closest settlement to Kurthus. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Amesk. So we're going to the North Shroud. He said northwest? That's like... Oh, wow, yeah. Are we going to be in the snow? Oh, it's right here. Also, I think we have our warrior quests so we can grab the breastplate, I believe. Is there aught I can assist you with? It's me. You know me from when we did Hawk Manor, no? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Kurthus. What became of it after? That I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifar at Florental's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Hi, Rocket. Well, lucky for me, we just so happen to have a one Mr. Garland in tow. I'm here to relax. I honestly hope I can do that for you. You have come in search for Vortifor. Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the Great Snows came to Kurthus. What exactly is this about? See, that's extra cool. It's just extra cool for everybody who's like new to this game, or maybe they came in when I did, which was like during Shadowbringers. Kurthus used to be green and have like hills of green and luscious forest. It wasn't always snowy in the game itself. Like, that's something they changed. It's really cool. Before the Calamity, yeah. You put the drawing tablet down, I'm glad. You need to relax. The final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. It was on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the Calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Kurthus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records. Honestly, I'm giving myself a gold star for not hitting that speed bump. Records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. You love the random Star Trek references in A Realm Reborn? Pray tell. Whatever do you mean? Where are we supposed to go? It is in Kurthus. Yeah. this bit of the quest before the flight of the... Oh, it being called Enterprise. Wow. I'm so enveloped and engrossed in this story, I didn't even catch that. Like, I didn't even think Star Trek. I'm just thinking of Sid. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Jordander, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the Observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer our succor to strangers. Interesting armor. You know, I mean, all the armor's good, though. Won't even let us wear it. I should have gone with the cloth. Alone have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I set on patrol? You should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform. That of House Jordander as is mine. There's a blue quest? What's this for? I think this is a dungeon? We'll take it. I freed up 400 gigs of space by uploading and deleting, and just deleting old stuff that I also didn't need anymore. But I still want to get a like 2 terabyte SSD, or probably just a hard drive. It doesn't need to be an SSD. If I go hard drive, one, it'll be cheaper, and 2, I can get like an external one. They sort of have the same armor, kind of. Yeah, it looks like the same to me. Interesting. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable, dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. We have... Okay. I'm just gonna really quickly... It's Zamiel Darkhold, so... Let me just talk to this NPC. Actually, hang on, I want to do something. Fort of Fear, right? I'm gonna abandon it. Because I skipped through all of that NPC's dialogue. I do want to read it. We're just gonna speak to you real quick again. I have heard much of your doings, and I think you the man for this task. To the west is Zamiel Darkhold, who was meant to serve as the new keep of Lord Zamiel, ever a friend to House Jordander. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of Voidsen appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You need only give your assent. Speak with Sir Effie Lee at the ingress if you are with us. She will tell you what you need to know. There is like a lumber mill or something right there on the top right of my shoulder in the distance. Interesting. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition. That does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologans to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. That is to... just up here. Rocket, I'm gonna try to stay on top of like uploading and recording. Or I'm gonna try to stay on top of editing and uploading so that I have more free time, because like if you want to chill on anything, I'm trying to chill. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovic be thinking? The no music is kind of ominous. Hi, Turney. Yeah, and it's nighttime, so like in some parts it just... there's no music, which is honestly is the reason why I started having, or is the reason I started playing my own background music and I have so much of 14 muted. Is because of those like dead spots. But hello, how are you? What time is it? Yes, I think you're home now. It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Gervanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers looking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamore up above. All right, we for sure need to do the warrior quest because it's the only thing missing from our current setup. Actually, hold on. Why don't we just oh, we can't use glamour plates here. Okay. Are you gonna play Fortnite, Tourney? What you gonna do? No. Absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. Speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halon's will. It will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamore. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guilherme, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durdane's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Kurthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Kurthus. One moment you feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I mean, he was way more helpful than you, dunce cap. I was not aware you aided House Durndair in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Bro, I don't care if my entire career was studying books and the stars, and all of my peers and colleagues wore these hats. I would not wear these hats. Ain't no way. You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Oops. I wonder if this is the midway point. Is it faster to go down or is it faster to go up? To get down. It might be faster to go up. Okay, we're just going to really quickly go to Zamiel and talk to that NPC. Edmel, I think. I don't know why. The shakes that I make give me hiccups. I had hiccups after it yesterday. I made it different today, but I still have hiccups. Oh, it's Ephili. Opheli. Welcome to Zamiel Darkhold, built to withstand all Javanian ploys and plans. These were natural caves behind me until House Zamiel began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas and alack, the void sense struck, interrupting the work. Alas! Then in the confusion, Garleans infiltrated the keep. Alack! All in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Garleans were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the void scent remained, and so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe is us. Yet the war with the dragons rages, and we have no knights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here strictly on a very long morning respite arranged by Sir Carila. Please see to these abominations, Sir Adventurer, sir. I have much prowess with the paperwork, should you require aid of that sort. Zamiel Darkhold's fun. What level is Zamiel Darkhold? It is 44. We're 50. Okay. Oh, we win here. We win here with our gambles. I have 400 gig space free now, Tourney, because I couldn't record anymore. Do you by chance know how big that download is for Fortnite? At first I was like, oh, what a coincidence. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. Do you think it matters if I put it on an SSD? Like, am I even going to be doing a lot of loading in that fashion? I don't feel like I will. It's this way. Is it this way? It is this way. Oh, it does? Okay. I can... Yeah. I can put it on my other SSD. Both my hard drive and my second SSD have 200 gigs free a piece right now, so that'll be fine. Oh my god, and I'm gonna get another external SSD. No. HDD, sorry, for recordings. Because one hour on like Friday, it was like 17 gigs for the video. I was like, oh my god. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the X were away. They returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Sterndare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Yeah, I come in here, risking my life. Keep having to fix my messages to people because I am still getting used to this keyboard. Got a new keyboard? Does it light up? What kind of keyboard is it? Is it a clickety-clackety? That just reminds me of the, when Peter's typing with really freaking long nails. Peter, the keyboard's here. Oh, observatorium, that's right. Whew, some stairs. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Sterndare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Sterndare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Oh, I thought I clicked on this one. You sent me a video of your keyboard? Okay. Let me fall. And then open Discord. Oh my god, it looks like we're flying. Oh. That is gorgeous. Are you gonna keep it like flashing the way it is? He's so colorful. Oh, what, where? Inside. Oh, you're Portelaine. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses? It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you? Okay, buddy, that's... okay. A little exploitation goes a long way, or something. This freaking guy. There's a good bit of different patterns that can glow, so I may change it in the future. I sometimes forget that my keyboard can do that as well. Yeah, it's good to have options. We love options. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Now, not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Thank you for the unlurk. What food did you bring us? Whee! Man, this is like 100 yalms. Y'all couldn't walk 100 yalms? You just sitting in your table in your little cozy firehouse? Ooh. Kill the black mage. Now the paladin. Actually, I like using this mount for this area. It seems fitting. First Dicasterio Observatorium of Ethereal and Astrological Phenomena. Oh man, I was trying to get that done before it disappeared. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Un, deux, trois. God's bless ye, friend. It's all here. Every last... Oh, but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. You had chicken over rice with cream of mushroom gravy. It was sort of casserole thing. Ooh, I haven't had cream of mushroom gravy in so long. I was actually just telling my mom that I've been craving that for a while. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary? In the possession of Lord Francel. Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helena is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helena. Your other instructions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. And now we become a detective. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helena years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Eldawai and he will know you for a friend. Oh. I'm gonna ride my horse in your house. You're trying to grind Rathalos scales for glam right now? What glam? Kinda glam. What kind of glam? I don't remember what's the glam look like for Rathalos. Thank you for the lurk, Momo. Love you, Momo. Talk to you soon, Momo. Rathalos glam is pretty dope. I don't remember what it looks like. I think it's in here. Yes. You look as though you have something to say. Do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? I, Sir Cadillac, has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. Pity it has not been seen in Kurthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. And your boy's gonna get in trouble. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you. Man, I've said that word and so many times, I don't know why that stumbled me, but our observatorium didn't. Come on. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Haurchefant of House Four Temps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Oh, will he now? And just how receptive would you say? On a scale of 1 to Wonka Wonka. Oh, Lord. I don't even like Elizons like that. I've just heard a lot about this Haurchefant. Theron is offended. I don't. I even did my stint. I was fanted as an Elizon for a good solid few weeks or something. Maybe a month, if at best. It was cool. It was cool. Not my first choice. Not my last choice, mind you. That still falls to Lala's. Oh, you're Haurchefant? Oh. The way I've talked to you 1,000 times and never read your name. Okay. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? I want to find a ship. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Kurthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Carteneau, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Four Temps. I will say, every single time I see the dark earrings on an Elizon, it does make me want to Fanta to an Elizon just for the earrings alone. I gotta say. Or the ear adornments, whatever you want to call them. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Four Temps included, are either unable to or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were making queries of your own. Lady Nine of mine, own House Four Temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Cravelin of House Helena, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durnendare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Four Temps. Do not concern yourself with House Zemail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Where's Rocky? Is Rocky here? I have a very pertinent question after I get this aetheryte. Actually, never mind, because if it mattered, they would have put it in MSQ. Oh, I already have this one. Oh, okay. That's right. We're speaking to the three houses. Okay, there's one over here. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helena have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Seems a little targeted. Sus AF. Alright, the other two are... Oh, there's one there and... Okay, cool. Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Hoshafon. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helena into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. I ride a horse in your house. That's what I say to that. First, the Casterio Observatorium of Ethereal and Astrological Phenomena. Ooh, I'll get through all that one day. Ooh, that was a ride. I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Harshafon's missive was positively glowing. If you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Galloway arrived in Querthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. Well, isn't that peculiar, my guy? You're not so smart, are you? If Lord Harshaphon wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Actually, we can use the aetheryte. You should speak to this Grand Inquisitor. Just saying. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Querthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Please, Pertinently. Post haste. Promise. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Frenzel's party requires assistance. To the north? We should probably run Zamiel Darkhold though before we do too much more. Oh. There's a lot of dead guards out here. Should we help them? Nah. Music fits so good. Who goes there? Emesk. No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Big old boy. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helena if we cannot even slay a single Ivy? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Helena will remember your kindness. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Frenzel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. That true? Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. I'm honestly more than positive they did. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Helena that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. Despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations. Wow. My guy, did you just make that up? Fall on deaf ears. I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Wait, is that? What are you guys doing? Hold up, what are you guys doing here? I'm glad we left the observatorium. The people there were not friendly. Though even here I can feel eyes upon us. We are not safe. We're traveling together, I guess, technically. We came to find an airship, yet now we meddle in Ishgardian affairs of state. If Alisaie were here, I would never hear the end of it. Honestly, good thing she's not. 'Cause same. Same. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? See, a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillemel Guillaume? Hold up. Browser? Enlarge. Like butchering these names. Guillaume. Interesting. Has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. That is a weapon coffer. Actually, I have two. Nice. Actually, prefer the look of that better. Ah, I see it. The key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest, labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Kurthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. To the south? Yeah. Someone tampering with shipments? Furies strike me down. If all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Helena man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it though. I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it, eh? Could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. I hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim front today. You might consider having a word with them. This poor Kurthan porter. 2 minutes left on that fate. Would that I was not currently on a quest. I might help thee. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planning draconian rosaries and House Halanas shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Gladly, my guy. I think all of these can be put in apartments and stuff. That bag, not those gift baskets specifically, but an arrangement of sorts, and that chest for sure. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Here's 2 rosaries, my guy. But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefant, I will not be held accountable for this. I'm telling you, man, these inquisitors are not good for business. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? Beggar's belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Harlinar's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Honestly, they did. Yeah, it's a bit much. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Harlinar were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigitte. Tell her that Horsfartams asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Where are these things happening? Right outside? What is it, my child? Lord Haurchefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume proceeds over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not. Lord Francel is indeed innocent. He shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of not gonna happen. Or maybe it will. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die, Amesk. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. To the east? Oh, I remember this fight. I remember this fight. There be dragons too. Oops. Can we read that again, please? Thank you. Hail, Amesk. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Sure. Joaquin Charlemont Francel de Harlinar, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? I don't know if he's Spanish or French. His mother and his father, I don't know. Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall revere their Drekken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Vortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefant Paz. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed. But that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, Emesk. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. But come on, let me just... Tiny little scratch, maybe? Aldaric the Unyielding. Look, Lord Haurchefant is come. Dang, on a chocobo nonetheless. In the name of House Vortemps, I demand that you lay down your arms. Ishgardian scum? Excuse me? Aren't you Ishgardian, bro? What the fuck? Where you going? I hope you get hit by that dragon. Wait, there's a rosary on the ground? Who dropped that? The Aldaric the Unyielding? I think he did. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, Aldaric drops a draconian rosary. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Helena. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof do you have of this? Fury, a draconian rosary, and the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the Wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Kurthus, Emesk. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Did he just tell me to get out in the most polite way possible? Lord Haurchefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Helena. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Emesk. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. I'm good, playa. What are you talking about? I'm good.